Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 190. My name is Jason Erpelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and BuyandSellDVC.com.
Today is September 25th, 2024. So your 11th month window from today is going to be August 25th, 2025. And the 7th month window is going to be April 25th, 2025. We're going to start with the buy and sell side of things. And I was back at Vero Beach. I was there at the same time with Scott. And then I went back the following week again. And
yeah, I pretty much learned this last week. Like, went back again.
And this time the room was ready at 1:20 p.m. This was room 2341. We were there when, did it have a name to it? The name of the storm that was coming to?
Oh, that completely missed us?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the storm. Anybody in the gallery remember the storm that was supposed to be here, the hurricane that missed us? No, it wasn't Elsa. I don't know.
So there was a storm that was coming to Florida. It was going to hit the Gulf side. But of course, the bands, were covering Florida, and not Aerosmith, of course. This is the rain bands. And
that joke made me laugh. That was such a dad joke. I still giggled at it. The bands, not Aerosmith. And I sat there and I giggled.
So I will say, so we get to the resort on Sunday. And I don't know are your kids, like, if you take your kids on a scale of 0 to 10 with their interest in being like, quote unquote, Disney kids, would you say, like, where would you say they're on the scale?
Of like wanting to be Disney kids?
No, like they're really into Disney and like super into Disney.
As they've gotten older, I'm sure it's gone down. Maybe they're probably like a 6. I mean,
okay.
They enjoy the parks, but they don't really care about. They never really cared about characters so much.
Okay.
They don't care about characters, or they're
happy. Still, 6 is pretty high though.
Yeah, like they enjoy it, but it's never the weekend really. And they're like, let's go to the park. It's more like, hey, we think we're gonna go park. You wanna go? And they're like, all right, I'll put down my phone, or I'll call my friends back later, and I'll go. They enjoy it, but they're not ever pushing us to go.
Because I think what you said is like majority is like you said as they get older, it goes down a little bit. Whereas my kids now, as they've gotten older, it's ramped up a little bit because we get there Sunday, and then I think it's because keep in mind there's no you'll see a lot of times in the Vero Beach, like our characters at Vero Beach. Well, they do have a character breakfast. It's only on Saturdays. And then the other times the characters are there, usually it's on the holidays, like Memorial Day, Labor Day, or New Year's Eve. But we were there, and all of a sudden Goofy shows up at the resort on Sunday. And so then at the time, my 12-year-old, he comes to the room sprinting 100 miles an hour, letting us know. So then we all go down there, get our photos with him, and then he's talking to him and stuff like that. So the characters are there. And then it was during the time that we were there this time, the wind and the rain would come and go. So sometimes the pool would be closed, the games would be inside in the lobby. They'd have that gigantic Connect 4 set up. They were throwing airplanes. Oh,
Vero does a good job with that stuff too, though. When it starts raining out, they take everything inside and they try to make it really fun for the kids.
So they had the airplanes going. So I made airplanes.
Oh no.
So
I remember last time that I think your airplane's still up there. Kids' airplane's still.
So my son got an airplane in the chandelier, and it was one of those slots in there, and I don't know if it's still there or not, but he got it in there, and so he was pretty proud of that. He was like, "That's going to be up there for a while."
Was that last year he did that as well, or
no?
Just this year? I thought last year or something you guys got an air. I remember you guys doing the airplanes. I thought you got one stuck last year.
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure we did not. So he got an airplane stuck in there.
The highlight of the trip.
Yes,
airplanes.
Oh, and then I will say that did you partake in the s'mores at all or no?
I did not. No.
Okay. Nobody in your family did?
No.
But have you in the past? Or not? It's been so long that
I don't think we ever have it at Vero. I remember we did it at we did it at Hilton Head. I know we did it at Boardwalk. I don't think we ever did it at Vero Beach.
So I will tell you this. So at Vero Beach, if I haven't said it before, it starts at 8:30, but they do anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes of songs before they start the s'mores. So we generally show up around 8:40, 8:48 towards the end to get ready for the s'mores.
No singing with the Erpelding family.
So
just marshmallows.
but keep in mind now, when you go through, just to give you the skinny on this, so you line up, you get your weapon of choice, you put s'mores on there, you heat up the marshmallow however you want, then you go back in line. Oh, then you come over to the side of the line for the graham cracker and the Hershey's, right?
Do they? I know in the Walt Disney World resorts, they charge you for s'mores. Marshmallows are free, but they charge you for s'mores. It's free at Vero?
Everything is free.
Really? Okay, that's good.
And it's unlimited. Everything.
Because
like at Animal Kingdom, they charge you for
like when we
a s'more kit or something.
When we stayed in the cabins, we were again going to all the shops and playing around on the golf carts. They were selling s'mores kits, and because I know you have to pay extra for that type of stuff. So so Vero, the s'mores are free.
Not only that,
now I may have to check it out.
The kids will ask for like a whole Hershey bar, and a lot of times they'll give it to them. But now keep in mind, so after you make the first s'more, right?
S'mores.
If you want another one, you have to wait in the line to get another marshmallow, right? Now this line at this point, there's usually around 40 to 50 people that have gone to this event. And again, we show up, so we're first person in line, so, to start out after you make the first one. But to get the marshmallow for the second one, you're going to wait in this huge line. So for this week, we brought our own marshmallows.
Oh.
And we brought gigantic ones. So then when we went back, we had the second one, the guy's like, whoa, 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 look at the size of these marshmallows. So then my son was like, yeah, we had to bring our own.
We're professionals. We don't like waiting in lines.
So then I think I'm sure that they're just making this up, but they claim that the record for the most s'mores eaten in one night is 31. But I think we made it to 3, and then we had to tap out on that.
For 31, somebody had to get sick after that.
I'm guessing that they just made that number.
That's gotta be. That's a lot of s'mores.
Yes. But we had I would say this, my kids, my wife, everybody loves Vero Beach. I would say that we're still in for Vero Beach. Next summer we're going there for New Year's. They're in, and they're in my kids in Disney, their level of interest it just keeps ramping up. It's not going down. It's getting higher.
Is that really for like parks and stuff, or just Vero? Where they're ramping up for Vero.
So now, like we have friends, so they go to Disney at least once a year. So they're talking about this trip. I want to do this, and then I want to do this, and then I want to see this character. I want to go here. It's Disney, and then my son's like, oh, I want to work for Disney. So it's not just Vero. It's here and doing this.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So and then I have the food review this week as well.
You keep stealing my food reviews.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you. Get in my belly.
And
that's okay.
This is not.
I'm gonna get myself a s'more.
Apparently, this is not as exciting as Scott would have it to be.
Yeah, I saw this list. I was like, "You're kidding, Jason, right?"
But I just want to tell you. So you go in to Sebastian when you come in from Orlando, and at the Publix in Sebastian, and it's probably the Publix in Vero Beach as well. They have cod, fried shrimp, and potato wedges. And my family, for whatever reason, they fell in love with this over the 3 days we were there the week before and the 3 days they were here now. The cod is excellent. Plus, you get the Hawaiian rolls. You can put the cod on the Hawaiian rolls if you want. Fried shrimp is excellent. Potato wedges. My family would give it all, a score in the 8s. I would give it an 8.4. I will say if you want... we had 4 in our family. If you want, say, 12 pieces of cod, you might have to call in and have them, make it when you're 10 minutes away from the Publix. But
this might be a silly question. Does the Publix by your house sell cod and fried shrimp?
Does the Publix at your house?
I don't know. I don't. I don't normally go for that type of stuff. I don't know. I think they have cod.
Our Publix sells empanadas
Oh, ours doesn't.
and not.
In the hot food section, like by the deli.
They have. I mean, they have potato wedges, of course. But they don't have. They don't have cod. They don't have fried shrimp. They have empanadas.
Okay. Interesting.
But if your Publix sells this fried shrimp cod, that'd be interesting. But you don't know.
I'm not 100% sure. See, nobody was expecting a Publix food review today. But then again, truthfully, really Publix is kind of a regional thing. So there's a lot of people who are watching this and they've probably even been to a Publix.
Publix is a very good.
Yeah, but Publix is a good food store. Expensive.
Very expensive.
Very expensive compared to the other ones. But Publix is a very good food store.
It's the staple of the Florida grocery store, I would say.
Yep.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things.
So I want to address some of the items that DVC-Rental can help you with that isn't just DVC. Of course, we rent out Disney Vacation Club points. So when members aren't using their points, we help rent them out. And as a member, you'll typically get about double what your maintenance fees are. And as a renter, you'll save around half of what Disney's charging for the same rooms. We can help with cruise swaps, meaning that if you're a DVC member and you're not planning on using your points and you were looking at taking a cruise this year, you can rent out your points with us. And instead of paying you after you rent out your points, to give you a 1099, we could take that money and apply it towards a cruise. We could book Disney cruises, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Celebrity, essentially any cruise line. But again, we don't have to 1099 you. So tax-wise, it can be beneficial to do that if you're not planning on using your points and you think of doing a cruise. And again, it doesn't just have to be Disney. It could be any cruise line. We could book them all. We're also a travel agent, which means that we can book if there's no DVC rooms for you, we can book regular rooms for you. Values all the way up to deluxes. We could also book Adventures by Disney with you. We have a good friend of ours who has booked 3 Adventures by Disney stays over the last 3 years. They've done the Peru Adventures in South America, Alaska, and this past summer, they did the Tokyo Adventure back in June. We're able to add park tickets for you. We're able to add event tickets for you as well if you've got a reservation with us. Or truthfully, even if you don't have a reservation with us and you want us to just do the work and add your park tickets for you, we can gladly take care of that. I'm trying to look on here. I kind of jumped on here a little bit, and that's mostly what I have on here. I kind of already hit that we can book Adventures by Disney. We can book the non-DVC value moderates deluxes for you. So anything that's not just DVC related, we can help you with. Anything that's Disney related, we try to be an all-in-one shop. So whether you're renting points or whether you're booking a room or whether you're doing a cruise or again, not even a Disney cruise, or you need to add tickets, like if you've got to add the dining plan, anything that's Disney related to your reservation, we can help you with. That's basically it.
Let me ask you this question.
Please do.
Maybe no one's.
Is it Publix related?
Maybe no one's still watching this. So, but this time of year, do you enjoy seeing the pictures that people have of all the candy they've collected on the bed at their resort at Walt Disney World?
I do. For the Halloween parties, I do. I normally enjoy this. It's kind of amusing to see because we've been there in the past as well, where we lay out everything like, my gosh, the bed is covered with just. So
that's like a common trend then, like
Yep.
To take that photo, to get all the candy,
to show off all the candy that you've got from the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties. So it's very, very common. I enjoy seeing it.
Because it looks like in those photos, there's like 300 to 400 pieces of candy.
A lot of times, yes. Especially, I think, what happens is, I believe if you stay later in the night, a lot of times the cast members, they get a bunch of stuff to give out. And they're somewhat generous in the beginning. I would say like they're stricter. But they're relatively generous. But I think towards the end of the night, they're just big handfuls because they're like, the party's almost over and we've got this big container. I mean, they're literally just like dumping it in. I have to tell you, the last time I really did the trick-or-treating, they didn't have name brand candies.
Oh, really?
Yes. This was many, many years ago. And now it's all name brand. It's all like Mars or whatever. But like back then, I remember we had a lot of, it was like caramel apple Werthers, or like just like non-chocolate candies, a lot of a lot of more garbage stuff. So Disney's also gotten a lot better candies over the years. I remember like one of the times we went many years ago, after we got back with everything, we're like, my kids don't even want any of this candy. So at least now they're giving out chocolates and good stuff.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You guys aren't going this year, right? You guys haven't met in years,
No,
right?
it's been years since I've done the Halloween party. Being local, I mean, and my kids are, 17 and 14. It's not like they really want to, maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll do some like trick-or-treating a little bit. Like they've done it, like my oldest one meets up with friends and maybe they'll go around a little bit. My younger one has not done trick-or-treating in a couple of years. They don't really want to go to Disney property and really trick-or-treat too much. I know there's lots of other stuff besides trick-or-treating. There's cool shows and there's the parades and fireworks and the rides still. But like, the main thing is like we could do a lot of stuff anytime. It's kind of like the trick-or-treating is like the fun part of it, the Halloween aspect of it. And my kids haven't really been interested in. Even when they used to go trick-or-treating around the house, they'll come here and they'll eat, my oldest one will eat 3 pieces of candy. My younger one will eat 15 pieces of candy. And then we're left with 500 pieces of candy in the house, which I can't control myself. I'm picking away at it, or eventually I'm just like, throw it out or just bring it to the school and donate it. Just get it out of here because I don't want hundreds of pieces of candy just sitting in my house tempting me all day while I'm working.
We thought we'd end on the candy note. So if you're going to the Disney party, let us know how many pieces of candy you got.
And also, don't forget to check out our social media. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, anywhere else you can find us. Have a wonderful day.
See you next week.